J.J. McKeever here for Common Sense. You know, I took the past week off to edit a novel that I have coming out in June. But more importantly, just to get away from everything. I did one of those little things that seem to be more and more rare in America. I took a vacation. Now, I went down to Williamsburg, Virginia. A few of these Common Sense videos over the next couple will reflect on some of the things that hit me after visiting one of the hotbeds of the American Revolution back in 1776. I also visited Jamestown, which was the first permanent English settlement, and they got here in 1607. Don't worry, you won't be subjected to all the photos I took, even though a lot of them were really good. It was a welcome break from the stress of day-to-day life, and it gave me a chance to relax and recharge. It helped me to refine my perspective of America and people, and the trip was just plain fun. Yes, I am guilty of doing some work while there. When you're self-employed, it's hard not to do that. One of my personal goals is to get in a better position of leaving my laptop at home when I take a few days off. Anyway, vacations are a subject that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but something else kept taking priority. I truly believe that many employers today take advantage of the economic downturns of the last 8 years to make someone feel guilty about taking their vacation, even when an employee earns it. So many people feel paranoid about leaving their job for a week because they think it will reflect ill on them and they could be replaced. I know for a fact from talking with folks that supervisors and business owners go out of their way to make others feel guilty for taking off. I think companies go out of their way perpetuating the myth of the American worker. First of all, from my experience and observation, many people work very hard at their jobs. They may not like their job, but being a conscientious worker seems to be part of our DNA. However, people who are in a management position want to push that envelope. They make you feel that if you do not put in more time and give everything you have to the company's soul, that you have no business being there, and you may just get fired. I worked for a moron who constantly changed my starting and ending times, so my days got longer and longer, because that meant to him that things were happening. Because he paid attention to those kinds of metrics instead of the ones that count, he went out of business before he ever got off the ground. Now, back during the last Winter Olympics, there was a commercial that drove me crazy. It was a Cadillac commercial, and a guy would come on and explain how America was so better because we worked longer, didn't take vacations, and were all around better at business than other countries. I guess he only drove his Cadillac to work because he apparently did not have any time to do anything else. I hated that commercial because that is the perpetuated myth that companies want people to believe in. Overall, the myth helps the business, but not the individual. Just look at a comparison of corporate earnings to salary increases for the average worker. The disparity is that of a puddle of water to one of the Great Lakes. Studies show that working longer and longer hours has a diminishing rate of return. Putting in a solid 6 or 7 hours of work usually has the same result of doing 10 or 12. Management often looks at time and activity as being more important than the actual result. Same is true with vacations. People need a mental, physical, and spiritual break. I'm certainly much more refreshed after a week of doing something entirely different and fun. I feel energized and sharp. Whether this video reflects that's another matter. If you work for someone who makes you feel guilty about taking time off or not working more than your scheduled hours, think seriously about switching jobs. You're probably miserable anyway. If you're a business owner or supervisor, you're doing yourself a disservice by constantly cracking the whip. You want people who want to work for you, not folks who are broken. If you believe your business will fall apart because an employee takes time off that they earned, then you're not very good at your job. One thing I was reminded of last week is that we live in a big, beautiful, diverse country. Get out there and enjoy it.